Capeville clearance. Good evening. Air India 82907 ready for pushback at Alpha 4.
US Air 6154 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Air India 82907 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground. Air India 82907 ready to taxi. Air India 82907 taxi to runway 35 left. Capeville Tower. Air India 82907 request to cross runway. Air India 82907 continue taxi. Capeville ground. Air India 82907 with you. US Air 14906 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Air Canada 4965 cleared for pushback.
Air India 82907 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville ground. US Air 6154 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Air Canada 4965 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. US Air 6154 request to cross runway. US Air 6154 continue taxi.
Capeville Tower. Good evening. KLM 2042 is on approach.
Air Canada 4965 continue taxi.
KLM 2042 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville ground. Air Canada 4965 with you.
Capeville ground. US Air 6154 with you.
Air Canada 4965 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air France 8409 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground. US Air 14906 taxi to gate Alpha 3. Air France 8409 taxi to runway 35 left. Capeville Tower. US Air 14906 request to cross runway. US Air 14906 continue taxi. Capeville ground. US Air 14906 with you. FedEx 7091 cleared for pushback.
KLM 2042 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Capeville Tower. Air France 8409 request to cross runway. Air France 8409 continue taxi. US Air 14906 continue taxi. Capeville ground. Air France 8409 with you. FedEx 7091 taxi to runway 35 left. Air France 8409 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
KLM 2042 continue taxi.
Capeville Tower. FedEx 7091 request to cross runway. FedEx 7091 continue taxi. Capeville ground. FedEx 7091 with you.
Transnorth 8598 clear to land runway 35 left.
Capeville ground. KLM 2042 with you.
FedEx 7091 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Kilometer 7977 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance. Good morning. American 1573 ready for pushback at Alpha 1. American 1573 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Kilometer 7977 ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Kilometer 7977 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Capeville Tower. Good morning. Kestrel 8206 is on approach. Kestrel 8206 cleared to land runway 35 right.
American 1573 taxi to runway 35 left.
Transnorth 8598 taxi to gate Charlie 4.
Capeville clearance. Good morning. Goal 5867 ready for pushback at Bravo 4. Goal 5867 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower American 1573 request to cross runway.
Trans-North 8598, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Trans-North 8598 with you.
Capeville Ground American 1573 with you.
Goal 5867 taxi to runway 35 right.
American 1573 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Kestrel 8206, taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Capeville clearance. Good morning, Europa 3105, ready for pushback at Bravo 5. Europa 3105, cleared for pushback.
Goal 5867 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, Europa 3105, ready to taxi.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Kestrel 3568 is on approach. Kestrel 3568 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Europa 3105, taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. American 1358 is on approach. American 1358 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Easy 90775 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, Europa 3105, ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground. Easy 90775 ready to taxi.
Europa 3105, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
China Southern 7054 cleared to land runway 35 right. Easy 9775 taxi to runway 35 left. Capeville Ground. Kestrel 3568 requesting taxi to the gates. Kestrel 3568 taxi to gate Alpha 5. Eva 3463 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Etihad 7072 is on approach.
Easy 9775 continue taxi.
Etihad 7072 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground. Easy 9775 with you. Eva 3463 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville ground, American 1358 taxi to the gates.
Kestrel 3568 hold position. Easy 9775 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
American 1358 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Kestrel 3568 continue taxi.
Capeville clearance. Good morning, Yellow Cab 3723, ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
China Southern 7054 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Terra 9816, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, American 1358 request to cross runway.
Eva 3463 continue taxi.
American 1358 continue taxi. Capeville ground, American 1358 with you.
Capeville Ground. Eva 3463 with you.
Capeville Ground. Etihad 7072 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower. Eva 3463 ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance. Good morning, Singapore 6485, ready for pushback at Charlie 3. Capeville ground, Terra 9816, taxi to the gates.
Capeville clearance. Good morning, Thai 9719, ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
Terra 9816, requesting taxi to the gates. Terra 9816, taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Yellow cab 3723 cleared for pushback.
Eva 3463, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Dynasty 3305 cleared for pushback.
Thai 9719, cleared for pushback.
Capeville ground, yellow cab 3723 ready to taxi.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Asiana 3592 is on approach. Asiana 3592, cleared to land runway 35 left.
Yellow cab 3723 taxi to runway 35 left.
Dynasty 3305 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Europa 3414, Mayday Mayday Mayday.
Capeville ground, Singapore 6485, ready to taxi.
Dynasty 3305 continue taxi.
Thai 9719, taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, Dynasty 3305 with you.
Capeville ground, yellow cab 3723 with you.
Singapore 6485, taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance, US Air 6155, ready for pushback at Alpha 4. Etihad 7072, taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Capeville Tower, Dynasty 3305 ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, Thai 9719, ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Singapore 6485, continue taxi.
Capeville ground, Asiana 3592, taxi to the gates.
Capeville ground, Singapore 6485 with you. Capeville clearance, US Air 1497, ready for pushback at Alpha 3.
Asiana 3592, taxi to gate Charlie 1. Capeville Tower, Asiana 3592, request to cross runway. Asiana 3592, continue taxi. Capeville ground, Asiana 3592, with you.
Dynasty 3305 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Thai 9719, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Yellow cab 3723 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Singapore 6485, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Asiana 3592, hold position.
US Air 1497, taxi to runway 35 left.
US Air 6155, taxi to runway 35 left.
KLM 2043 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground, KLM 2043 ready to taxi. KLM 2043 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Goal 2154 is on approach. Goal 2154, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Asiana 3592, continue taxi.
Capeville Tower, US Air 6155, ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
US Air 1497, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Finnair 5466, cleared to land runway 35 right.
US Air 6155, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance, Trans North 8599, ready for pushback at Charlie 4.
Capeville Tower, good morning. AirAsia 7214 is on approach.
KLM 2043 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
AirAsia 7214, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Trans North 8599, taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good morning. UPS 1676 is on approach. UPS 1676 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Kestrel 8207, cleared for pushback. Goal 2154, taxi to gate Alpha 3. Kestrel 8207, taxi to runway 35 left. Finnair 5466, taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Capeville Tower. Good morning, Air Canada 4226 is on approach. Air Canada 4226 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Kestrel 8207, request to cross runway. Capeville Tower, good morning, Air India 6690 is on approach.
Capitol Ground, UPS 1676, taxi to the gates.
Air India 6690, cleared to land runway 35 left.
UPS 1676, taxi to gate Charlie 3.
Kestrel 8207, continue taxi.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Air Austral 8832 is on approach. Air Austral 8832 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, Kestrel 8207, ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air Canada 4226 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Kestrel 3569 cleared for pushback.
Air Canada 4226 hold position.
Capitol Ground, Kestrel 3569 ready to taxi. Kestrel 3569 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Air India 6690, taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Air Canada 4226 continue taxi.
Kestrel 8207, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Dynasty 7756, clear to land runway 35 right.
Terra 9817, cleared for pushback.
Air Austral 8832 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Kestrel 3569 continue taxi.
Air India 6690, continue taxi.
Capitol Ground, Kestrel 3569 with you.
Capeville Ground, Air India 6690, with you.
Berlin 5910, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Kestrel 3569 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. China Southern 7055 taxi to runway 35 right.
Terra 9817, continue taxi.
Air Austral 8832 continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Terra 9817, with you.
Capeville Tower, good morning, AirAsia 7214 is on approach. AirAsia 7214, cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Air Austral 8832 with you.
American 1359 taxi to runway 35 right.
Dynasty 7756, taxi to gate Charlie 4.
China Southern 7055 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capitol Ground, Berlin 5910, taxi to the gates.
American 1359 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Terra 9817, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Ryanair 8362 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Berlin 5910, taxi to gate Bravo 5. Capitol Ground, AirAsia 7214, taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, good morning, Dynasty 3574 is on approach. Dynasty 3574 cleared to land runway 35 right.
AirAsia 7214, taxi to gate Bravo 4. Capeville clearance, Etihad 7073, ready for pushback at Alpha 2. Etihad 7073, cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Air France 7652 is on approach. Air France 7652 cleared to land runway 35 left.
AirAsia 7214, continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Ryanair 8362 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, good morning, Easy 7446 is on approach. Easy 7446 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capitol Ground, AirAsia 7214 with you. Etihad 7073, taxi to runway 35 left.
Ryanair 8362 taxi to gate Alpha 2. Dynasty 3574 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Capeville Tower Etihad 7073 request to cross runway. Etihad 7073 continue taxi. Capeville Ground Etihad 7073 review. Capeville Tower Etihad 7073 ready for takeoff runway 35 left. Etihad 7073 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Air France 7652, taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Easy 7446 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Capeville Tower, Air France 7652, request to cross runway. Air France 7652, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Air France 7652 with you.
Asiana 3593 cleared for pushback. Capeville Ground Asiana 3593 ready to taxi. Asiana 3593 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance, goal 2155, ready for pushback at Alpha 3. Goal 2155, cleared for pushback. Capeville ground, goal 2155, ready to taxi. Goal 2155, taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower Asiana 3593 ready for takeoff runway 35 left. Asiana 3593 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Goal 2155, continue taxi. Finnair 5467 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground, goal 2155 with you.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. FedEx 90858 is on approach. FedEx 90858 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Goal 2155 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
UPS 1677 taxi to runway 35 left.
Finnair 5467 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Viewing 2098 is on approach. Viewing 2098 cleared to land runway 35 left. Capeville Tower UPS 1677 request to cross runway. UPS 1677 continue taxi. Capeville ground UPS 1677 with you.
Finnair 5467 continue taxi. Capeville ground Finnair 5467 with you.
UPS 1677 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Terra 1178 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Air Canada 4227 ready to taxi.
FedEx 90858 requesting taxi to the gates.
Air India 6691 cleared for pushback. Korean 90172 cleared to land runway 35 right. Finnair 5467 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air Canada 4227 taxi to runway 35 left.
Air India 6691 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance, Air Austral 8833 ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Pakistan 8000 is on approach. Pakistan 8000 clear to land runway 35 right.
FedEx 90858 taxi to gate Charlie 3.
Air Canada 4227 continue taxi.
Capeville ground viewing 2098 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville ground, Air Austral 8833 ready to taxi. Capeville Ground, Terram 1178, requesting taxi to the gates. Goal 5368, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Air India 669er1, ready for takeoff runway 35 left. Air India 669er1, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Dynasty 7757, taxi to runway 35 left.
Air Austral 8833, taxi to runway 35 left.
Berlin 5911, cleared for pushback.
Terram 1178, taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Capeville Ground, Pakistan 8000, taxi to the gates.
Air Austral 8833, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Dynasty 7757, continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, 209 right with you.
Singapore 5734, clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Air Transat 2024 is on approach. Air Transat 2024 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Dynasty 7757, ready for takeoff runway 35 left. Dynasty 7757, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, Berlin 5911, ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Pakistan 8000, taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Goal 5368, taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Capeville clearance, Ryanair 8363, ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
Capeville Ground, Singapore 5734, taxi to the gates. Dynasty 3575, cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Korean 90172 is on approach.
Berlin 5911, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Korean 90172, cleared to land runway 35 left.
Ryanair 8363, taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Air Transat 2024 requesting taxi to the gates.
Singapore 5734, requesting taxi to the gates.
AirAsia 7215, cleared for pushback.
Dynasty 3575, taxi to runway 35 right.
Air Transat 2024 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Singapore 5734, taxi to gate Charlie 1.
AirAsia 7215, taxi to runway 35 right.
Ryanair 8363, continue taxi.
Easy 7447, cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground, Ryanair 8363, with you.
Air France 7653, cleared for pushback.
Korean 90172, taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Dynasty 2856 is on approach. Dynasty 2856 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Dynasty 3575, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Ryanair 8363, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Easy 7447, continue taxi.
Etihad 5970, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Easy 7447, with you.
Korean 90172, continue taxi.
AirAsia 7215, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Korean 90172, with you.
Air France 7653, taxi to runway 35 right.
Easy 7447, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air Austral 8360, clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Air France 7653, ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Dynasty 2856 taxi to gate Charlie 4.
Air France 7653, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Goal 90368, clear to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Etihad 5970, requesting taxi to the gates. Etihad 5970, taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower, Dynasty 2856, request to cross runway. Dynasty 2856, continue taxi.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Indonesia 389er2 is on approach. Indonesia 389er2, clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Dynasty 2856, with you.
Air Austral 8360, taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Cebu 5738 is on approach. Cebu 5738, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, goal 90368, taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Capeville clearance. FedEx 9er859er ready for pushback at Charlie 3.
EVA 8530 cleared to land runway 35 right.
FedEx 9er859er cleared for pushback.
Capeville ground, Indonesia 389er2 taxi to the gates.
FedEx 9er859er taxi to runway 35 left.
Indonesia 389er2 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville ground, Cebu 5738 taxi to the gates.
Gold 9er368 hold position.
Capeville Tower. FedEx 9er859er request to cross runway. FedEx 9er859er continue taxi. Capeville ground. FedEx 9er859er with you.
Capeville ground, EVA 8530 taxi to the gates.
Gold 9er368 continue taxi.
FedEx 9er859er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
EVA 8530 taxi to gate Charlie 3.
Indonesia 389er2 taxi to gate Bravo 2. Gold 9er368 continue taxi.
Cebu 5738 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Capeville ground, Gold 9er368 with you.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Etihad 90534 is on approach. Etihad 90534 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Pakistan 8001 cleared for pushback.
Tehran 1179er cleared for pushback.
Vueling 2099er cleared for pushback.
Capeville ground, Tehran 1179er ready to taxi. Tehran 1179er taxi to runway 35 left.
Pakistan 8001 taxi to runway 35 left.
Vueling 2099er taxi to runway 35 left.
Gol 5369er cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, Pakistan 8001 request to cross runway. Pakistan 8001 continue taxi. Capeville ground, Pakistan 8001 with you.
Gol 5369er taxi to runway 35 left. Tehran 1179er continue taxi.
Etihad 90534 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Capeville ground, Tehran 1179er with you.
Vueling 2099er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Air France 1648 is on approach. Gol 5369er continue taxi. Capeville ground. Gol 5369er with you.
Pakistan 8001 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Gol 5369er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Air France 1648 cleared to land runway 35 right. Tehran 1179er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Alaska 3184 is on approach. Alaska 3184 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Singapore 5735 taxi to runway 35 left.
Air Transat 2025 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville ground. Air France 1648 requesting taxi to the gates.
Lufthansa 8352 clear to land runway 35 right.
Air France 1648 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Korean 90173 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, Air Transat 2025 request to cross runway. Air Transat 2025 continue taxi.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. US Air 5630. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Capeville ground, Air Transat 2025 with you.
Capeville ground, Korean 90173 ready to taxi.
Capeville Tower, Singapore 5735. Request to cross runway.
Alaska 3184 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Capeville Tower, Air Transat 2025, ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Korean 90173 taxi to runway 35 left.
Singapore 5735. Continue taxi.
Lufthansa 8352 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Capeville Ground, Singapore 5735 with you.
Capeville clearance, Etihad 5971, ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Capeville clearance, Air Austral 8361, ready for pushback at Bravo 4.
Capeville clearance, Dynasty 2857, ready for pushback at Charlie 4. Air Transat 2025, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air Austral 8361, cleared for pushback.
Singapore 5735. Cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Etihad 5971, cleared for pushback.
Korean 90173 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville ground, Etihad 5971, ready to taxi.
Air Austral 8361, taxi to runway 35 right.
Etihad 5971, taxi to runway 35 left.
Dynasty 2857, cleared for pushback. Capeville ground, Dynasty 2857, ready to taxi. Dynasty 2857, taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, Etihad 5971, request to cross runway.
Air France 6484 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville ground, Etihad 5971, with you.
Air Austral 8361, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Etihad 5971, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good morning. KLM 3148 is on approach. KLM 3148, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Cebu 5739er cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 389er3 cleared for pushback. Gold 9er369er cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, Dynasty 2857, ready for takeoff runway 35 left. Dynasty 2857, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air Austral 7112 cleared to land runway 35 right.
EVA 8531 taxi to runway 35 left.
Cebu 5739er taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Asiana 9048 is on approach. Asiana 9048, clear to land runway 35 left.
Capeville ground, Cebu 5739er with you.
Indonesia 389er3 taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville Tower, Gold 9er369er ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Gold 9er369er cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Indonesia 389er3 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Air France 6484 continue taxi. China Southern 3664 cleared to land runway 35 right. Capeville ground, Air France 6484 with you.
EVA 8531 continue taxi.
Cebu 5739er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Berlin 579er4 is on approach. Berlin 579er4 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, EVA 8531 ready for takeoff runway 35 left. EVA 8531 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
KLM 3148, taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Air Austral 7112 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower, good morning. UPS 9er202 is on approach. UPS 9er202 clear to land runway 35 left.
Asiana 9048, taxi to gate Charlie 3.
China Southern 3664 taxi to gate Bravo 5. Capeville Tower, good morning. Korean 4820 is on approach.
Asiana 9048, continue taxi.
Korean 4820 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, Asiana 9048 with you.
Etihad 90535 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Berlin 57904, taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Alitalia 2316, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, UPS 90202, taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Iberia 8484 is on approach. Iberia 8484 cleared to land runway 35 right.
UPS 90202, taxi to gate Charlie 4.
Etihad 90535 continue taxi.
Air France 1649er cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground Etihad 90535 with you.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Copa 4252 is on approach.
Etihad 90535 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Copa 4252 clear to land runway 35 right.
Berlin 57904, continue taxi.
UPS 90202 continue taxi.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Spinnaker 90842 is on approach.
Capeville Ground, UPS 90202 with you.
Spinnaker 90842 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Korean 4820 requesting taxi to the gates.
Air France 1649er taxi to runway 35 left.
Alitalia 2316, taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Air India 90550 is on approach. Air India 90550 clear to land runway 35 right.
Air France 1649er continue taxi. Capeville Ground. Air France 1649er with you.
Korean 4820 taxi to gate Bravo 4. Capeville Ground, Alaska 3185 ready to taxi.
Air France 1649er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Lufthansa 8353 taxi to runway 35 left.
Copa 4252 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Alaska 3185 taxi to runway 35 left.
Spinnaker 90842 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Capeville Ground. Air India 90550 requesting taxi to the gates.
Lufthansa 8353 continue taxi.
Iberia 8484 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground. Lufthansa 8353 with you.
Capeville Ground, Alaska 3185 with you.
Air India 90550 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Lufthansa 8353 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Alaska 3185 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground. Iberia 8484 requesting taxi to the gates. Iberia 8484 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Super Green 3208 is on approach. Super Green 3208 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Korean 7838 is on approach. Korean 7838 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Berlin 57904 is on approach. Berlin 57904 cleared to land runway 35 right. Capeville clearance. KLM 3149er ready for pushback at Charlie 2. KLM 3149er cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground. Super Green 3208 requesting taxi to the gates. Super Green 3208 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
KLM 3149er taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, Korean 7838, taxi to the gates. Korean 7838, taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Capeville ground, Berlin 579er4 requesting taxi to the gates.
Transnorth 6568 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Berlin 579er4 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Capeville clearance, Air Austral 7113 ready for pushback at Alpha 5. Air France 6485 cleared for pushback. Air Austral 7113 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground, Air France 6485 ready to taxi. Capeville ground, Air Austral 7113 ready to taxi. Air France 6485 taxi to runway 35 right. Air Austral 7113 taxi to runway 35 right.
KLM 3149er cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance, China Southern 3665 ready for pushback at Bravo 5.
Asiana 5800 cleared to land runway 35 right.
China Southern 3665 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground, Transnorth 6568 taxi to the gates.
Asiana 9049er, cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Finnair 7032 is on approach. Finnair 7032 cleared to land runway 35 right. China Southern 3665 taxi to runway 35 right. Transnorth 6568 requesting taxi to the gates.
Asiana 9049er, taxi to runway 35 right.
AirAsia 5472 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Transnorth 6568 taxi to gate Charlie 3. Capeville Tower, China Southern 3665 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Asiana 5800 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
UPS 90203 cleared for pushback.
Asiana 5800 hold position.
Capeville clearance Alitalia 2317 ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
Capeville ground, Finnair 7032 taxi to the gates.
Asiana 5800 continue taxi.
UPS 90203 taxi to runway 35 right.
China Southern 3665 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Air Austral 7113 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Air France 6485 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Asiana 9049er, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Alitalia 2317 taxi to runway 35 right.
Finnair 7032 taxi to gate Charlie 4.
AirAsia 5472 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Taram 4568 is on approach.
Alitalia 2317 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
UPS 90203 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Taram 4568 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Korean 4821 taxi to runway 35 right.
Spinnaker 9843 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, Korean 4821 ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Air India 2772 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Spinnaker 9843 taxi to runway 35 right.
Korean 4821 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Copa 4253 cleared for pushback. Capeville clearance, Air India 9551 ready for pushback at Alpha 3.
Hainan 3922 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville ground, Taram 4568 requesting taxi to the gates.
Copa 4253